So some people have been saying that our office looks like a frat house. I don't get it. We have good food, important supplies, we get our work done, we have fancy standing desks, good goals, and we even make good profits. I guess some people just don't understand professionalism.
Hey, my name is Kenneth Williamson. I do a lot of the service work here at Portal Insurance, as well as I'm a producer. It's almost been a year. To this day, I was cramming for the insurance test, studied for 7 days, and then took it. Now, what did I do today? Bradley was gone, nothing, just kidding. So what I did today, I handled a lot of service work, a lot of inspection issues, handled some reshops that needed to go different places, new quotes, and just a lot of Brackground stuff. It's not too fun to say out loud.
Hey, my name's LEITH Rawson. I've been working here for probably like 3 or 4 months. Today, what I've done is I've taken a bunch of calls, tried to figure out people's problems. I've taken 2 auto quotes and 1 home quote, the intake form. I've searched their houses and the square footage on them, and just tried helping Natasha as much as I can. Another thing that I did today was I learned what a particle board was because Bradley sent me, can you do me a favor and take a nice square pic of that wall and send to me? Very vague of what wall that he wanted, but then I asked which wall, and he said the particle wall. And apparently that type of wood is a particle wall.
Hi, I'm Natasha May with Portal Insurance. I have been a part of the Portal team since August of 2019. I'm super excited about our new office and all of our growth and all of our new producers and assistants that have come on board. Recently, we have been working on a lot of rental properties for investors, a lot of Amazon trucking, and of course our regular home and auto. We're just looking forward to what we do in the future.
Too many people think about it as like, I'm going to do this one thing, and this one thing is going to be the silver bullet. You've been doing this long enough, you know that there's no silver bullets in this industry. All right, you probably can't point to one thing that leads to your success. Neither can I, neither can the guy down the street or the girl down the street. It's a combination of a lot of different things, and content marketing is the same way. It's a lot of little bitty small bricks that you stack up that end up building the wall, for lack of a better analogy. That's probably not a good analogy these days.
No. I mean, that is. I mean, you're saying exactly what, I know, but then I there's always this tendency to be like, well, I got this great product. I'll just write it into a letter and, post it out to a bunch of people, and that'll do it.
Yeah.
But
there's never. Here's where the problem comes into play is the intent, right? So if your intent is to make a piece of content, whatever it is, whether it's a blog post, a Facebook post, a picture, a video, whatever. If your intent is to post that, put that out into the world, someone see it and they reach out to you for a quote, you're going to come across as spammy 100% of the time. What I would do is I would think about your industry, your niche, and that sort of thing. I would think about a certain industry, whatever it is, whether it's service contractors or what, and think, okay, what's their biggest problem as it relates to insurance? And let's put some content around that. Not their biggest problem is not that they need to get an insurance quote or even save on insurance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would think about it that way, and then what I would do is I would devise a marketing plan that consists of, to me, my perfect marketing plan is a podcast, blog post, and video. Okay. And what you do is, let's say you call in your best client or an expert in that industry, right? And you can do something like this, a quick Zoom call where you're talking to them as a conversation or interviewing them on this problem, right? So then that's your podcast, okay? That now we're going to take this podcast, this 30-minute podcast, and we're going to turn that into a blog post, okay?
Yeah.
So we've got a blog post on that. Then you're going to stand in front of the camera and David's going to read like high points from that blog post. So now we've got video, we've got audio, we've got blog posts, and we can get some images off of that. You're really doing the thing one time, and then it's how you distribute it, and it becomes this spider web of things that all point back to your agency. Does that make sense?
Whenever there's a policy renewing, we always want to keep it with the same premium finance company, just to unless there's an issue, okay? So that's number one. So if they're with Southern Access, we want to put it with Southern Access. If they're with First Insurance Funding, we want to put it in First Insurance Funding, okay? Aside from that, let's say it's a renewal that they previously didn't finance and now they're financing, we want to put it, if it's commercial, we put it with First Insurance Funding, and if it's personal, we put it with Southern Access Capital. Okay. First Insurance Funding doesn't do personal lines. Does that make sense?
Gotcha.
So that's kind of like first number thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through how to do the premium finance agreement and then what to do with it afterwards in Now Certs.
Kenneth's doing it now.
I'm ready now.
Yeah, he's ready.
You're not gonna beat me
He's been at home practicing.
That was kind of embarrassing.
I don't know if you guys know this, but there's the welfare program out here. It's called WIC. And we were literally, it's food stamps. So we were on food stamps. My wife goes to the local grocery store and she's in line getting ready to pay for her food with the food stamps. There is cereal, milk, fruit for the kids. And she looks back behind her and she sees our friend. So she came home and told me this, and I said, God, please tell me you did not pay with the food stamps in front of her. She said, of course I did. And I got upset with her for a few days, right? And then she said to me, she said, listen, why would I be embarrassed of where we are today? It's where we are today. It's not where we're going to be.
It's a stressful business. How often, when you're dealing with difficult days, do you let your mind wander back to some of those harder times and as a mechanism to infuse gratitude in your attitude in present day?
Great question, Bradley. And every time I come home and I see those kids greet me at the door, it doesn't matter how tough my day was. It doesn't matter what I went through. It all just brings it back to this is why, and now I work a lot. Now, the first 5 years in the business, guys, I took 7 days off. First 5 years in the business, 7 days off. 5 of them were for Christmas, right? My wife would go to church with our 5 kids. People thought she was a single mom raising 5 kids, right? Now, as a leader, right, I don't know if we can afford having tough days, right? And that's what I try to preach here at the office is that, hey, leadership is a gift, right? And a lot of times it's lonely at the top. And what I mean by that is I don't ever drag my butt in here, all down and, every time I'm like this in front of the team, right? Now, do I have some tough days? Absolutely. But what do? I go home in my closet and I take care of it, right? And I have 2 seconds later, I come out and I'm pumped up again, right? And I tell everybody, I said, listen, if your bills don't go on vacation, you don't go on vacation, right? And especially this comes up around the holidays, right? People always say, well, December, it's the holidays, right? I tell them Christmas is one day, right? What are you gonna do the rest of the 30 days? Right. So there's never any excuses, right? And I
in Alabama, every workers' comp policy in the state renews on the 1st of January. So December ain't a takeoff month if you're trying to write some business.
Exactly.
All right, so we've got to pick some to keep, and we got to pick some to get rid of, and we got to pick some to consolidate. Great news today. I'm so excited. We just got our phones in. We swapped our phone system here at Portal Insurance to Lightspeed Voice. So excited to see this very bright and colorful logo on a box in our office. We're so excited. I'm wigging everybody out because I'm yelling in the office and they're trying to sell insurance. We're going to sell so much insurance with these phones. Hit up Lightspeed Voice. They'll help you out.